All right, sweet. So it's March 13th, 2023. On the way to this park. It's called Castlewood Park. It's near Rockingham, North Carolina. There's a lake there that I want to kind of explore. The way I came about it was essentially I was looking for somewhere to go, right? Just a mini adventure throughout the day here, or that I could kind of take on today. And I kind of scrolled west of Fayetteville, where I currently live, and I saw a big enough lake that caught my eye, so I zoomed in, saw there was a park there, dropped the pin. It's about an hour and 9 minutes according to the GPS from my front door. So I figured why not take a trip out there and check it out. So I've been to Rockingham, North Carolina, not to do much exploring, but once before. And so if you're, gosh, I'm kind of word tied. So I've been there once before, actually here recently this year. And I checked out what I consider the world's largest Goodwill. The place was monstrous, but it was pretty badass. I got a couple things there. Nothing on hand right now that I can show you that I got there, but got a couple items. It was pretty cool. I went there with a good friend of mine, and checked it out. And I saw that Rockingham was like a legit town. So while I'm there, while we're there, we might explore around a little bit. And hopefully find something cool to share with you. But at the very least, there's going to be a large lake where I'm going to be able to get a couple casts in. My rod's back there, and I'm causing my... Well, it's on cinematic view, so I like to not focus. But you can see my rod between... it's not focusing. But between that Toyota Corolla or Camry and me is my fishing rod. So yeah, I'm gonna toss a couple of yum dingers into the water, see if there's a bite. The fish have had lockjaw here recently. For whatever reason, I throw the entire tackle box and they just don't bite. And I've fished throughout different times of the day, and whether it was a little warmer or a little cooler or fronts or just pretty much just stale weather, and just haven't been able to thread the needle. But we'll see what this lake has to offer, and I'll capture and catalog as much of this as I can, and in order to bring you guys along. So stay tuned, guys. Yee-yee! All right, so we made a quick pit stop at a BP gas station, and I'm kind of glad I did. Well, let me run it back. So my phone was acting kind of wonky. Waze was still navigating me to the location, right? Castlewood Park over near Rockingham, North Carolina. Not sure if I mentioned the name of the actual location earlier, but so my phone started acting a little wonky. I decided, hey, there's a gas station, so we pulled over. Went inside, got a Red Bull. Bailey got a sausage and a Dr. Pepper. But with that being said, I restarted my phone, and then after the restart, I opened up Waze and I entered Castlewood Park. But the weird thing is, it was navigating me to a spot called Castle Rock Park. And I'm like, whoa, that's not the right place. So maybe Waze said, hey, Castle Rock, for whatever reason, and it was still navigating me to the same place, or Castlewood and or if Castlewood Park is Castle Rock Park. I'm not sure what the hell happened there, but I was still in the vicinity. You know, it wasn't taking me the completely different direction. But I say that to say this: always fact check whatever navigation app you're using. Sometimes Waze, especially Waze, will like to take you down some weird roads and do some weird things. I'm sure they're working the bugs out, right? Because nothing's perfect. But yeah, be diligent with that kind of stuff, because if not, I could have been going to Castle Rock, Virginia, Maryland, if those even exist. I'm pulling those out of my ass, right? But could have been a thing. My phone's ringing. I'll get back to you guys in a little bit and see what the hell this is. I believe this is sorry, this is how I should show it, but the racetrack here in Rockingham, North Carolina. Not sure if that's a NASCAR track or what happened. Rockingham Speedway. So I'll do a Google search later to see what they're all about. But yeah, just kind of past it. Sweet place out in the middle of nowhere, North Carolina too. So it's pretty neat. I love this state. It kind of goes back to the conversation or what I was mentioning yesterday about just North Carolina being here for so long and wanting to stay here. Potentially for the foreseeable future, right? So we'll see. But yeah, this place is it's pretty rad. I like it here. So next, saying I'm about 5 miles from the park itself. So the next time I pick up the camera should be about 10 minutes from now. So yay! All right, guys. To show you I'm not making it up. I believe it's called Castlewood Park, unless I'm the crazy one. Waze again, I typed in Castlewood Park. It showed up as Castle Rock earlier. This is what I'm referring back to when I was at the gas station. And then after I turned the phone back on, after that restart, I typed in Castlewood, and that, I mean, unless I'm losing my mind, that says Castle Rock Park, but it's the same place. So I would have made it regardless, but that's one of those things that kind of jumped out at me, and I figured, hey, you know, trust it but verify. That's all. All right, I'm not crazy. That says Castlewood all day, every day. Why the hell is Waze telling me Castle Rock? Who knows? But I'll tell you what I do know. There's a spillway to my left. So, and that is a pretty pimp-ass playground. Holy smokes. And I can't see any lines in the parking spot, so I'm just going to figure it out. All right, time to explore. Let's go. Yee-yee. All right, Bailey and I made it. That's playground. So we're going out here. I see the lake over Chandra. I'm gonna hit the shoreline, casting, just blind casting, fan casting across along the shoreline. And then I know there's a spillway to my left. I forget what cardinal direction that is. I believe it's north. Okay. Someone's looking to buy something I posted online, so that's good. Gas money to get to fishing holes. So let's see what we have. I'll take some pictures. Pretty dope. Stay tuned. All right, so this beautiful structure is Carolyn's Mill, right? So not sure what Carolyn's Mill is or was. It's pretty gorgeous. And there's a spillway. I mean, I reckon it was a mill of some sort. Grain? Who knows? But very pretty. I'll check out the history later. I might post a little screenshot of what it is or was. So, what's that say? No fishing. Oh man, really? Mother beach. Alright, we'll get the hell out of here. We'll keep moving. Alright, so here's the spillway. Pretty nice, right? I'm sure it's loaded right at the base of it with fish. Can't really go over there, but there's no trespassing signage. But this is pretty inexplicable, so I'm not sure if you can see, but I'll see if I can point. So that's an old ass axle of some sort at the base, at the roots of this. I'm not sure if that's a maple or cypress or what kind of tree that is, but that's pretty inexplicable right there. Pretty neat. I've got a couple of taps, but I'm sure it's brim and not bass, but more to follow, guys. All right, so we're walking from the main road and coming up here, saw a couple mallards. They're behind you can probably see them. They're gonna fly, I know they are. But it's pretty cool to see the ducks, right? I mean, I'm a waterfowler. I'm not sure. Oh God, this is probably terrible. So, but I love them alive as well. So there we go. All right, so we're leaving the creek that runs off of Lake Ledbetter. Let's see here. So was here for about half an hour or so. I got a couple bites. I reckon, well, based on my experience, I'm going to say they were like red breast sunfish or some kind of brim, or just really, really dinky bass. Look at this place. It's nice and old, huh? It's like tiny dink bass, but I found another spot, dropped a pin. I'll share it with you soon. I can't remember what it's called. It looks like it's part of some kind of hiking trail. So hopefully there's access and not just a bunch of no trespassing, no fishing signs. So Carolyn's Mill, let me check out what that is. Actually, before I do so, if anybody wants to leave a comment, in the event they know what it is, let me know. That'd be pretty cool. So I can get some local knowledge versus having to outsource it from a search engine. But yeah, next time I pick up the phone, hopefully we're at a different place and putting fish in y'all's faces. Yee-yee. So I thought this the Hitchcock Creek Blue Trail was a hiking trail, which it may be, but I'm not really sure. It's kind of hard to find too. I'll see if I can drop a resource to help you guys find this parking spot, because it's not where the navigation app said it was. But I'm beginning to think this is not a hiking trail. I'm thinking it's a canoe trail, because right behind me, probably can't see it, there's what looks like a ramp, some kind of access. And now, oh yeah, here's steps. It's a canoe trail, canoe kayak trail, right? Little water trail. But I'm gonna get a couple casts in regardless, so let's go. All right, phone's going in pocket. First cast happening in like 3 seconds. All right, so we're blowing this popsicle stand and heading over to the town of Hamlet and gonna visit the Hamlet City Lake. So I guess the city of Hamlet. Yeah, it seems like there's some access. It's a reservoir, so there's a spillway, which is racks on racks for me. So we are, what the F and F? Not far from there. So Waze is acting a little crazy. So let me go ahead and get her under control and I'll get back to you guys soon, okay? Yee-yee. All right, so what you're looking for, if you're looking for the Hitchcock Creek Blue Trail access point, for whatever reason, the map application that comes stock with an iPhone is gonna not get you there. I just happened to turn on, I'll get to you in a second what the road is, but I happened to turn on this main road here, this little frontage road, and I saw that. Now, the only reason I turned there was to find a spot to do a U-turn, and then I saw what I was looking for. So again, I guess you gotta trust but verify, right? So I reckon it's called Bear Branch Road, right? So if you just find Bear Branch Road, and then you can't miss it. Obviously, use context clues, find the river itself. But yeah, that's that. All right, we're at the Hamlet City Lake. Bailey's gonna hang out in the truck, and let me see here, a couple signs. Well, I'm gonna obey 2 out of 3 of them. All right, so you can probably guess which one they are, or which one I'm not. But the lake is the water level's low. I'm not sure what the hell's going on here. I mean, I'm sure there's still fish because it's not dry. But yeah, pretty cool. Pretty dry. So let's see what we can muster. All right, so Hamlet, North Carolina has a bunch of this right here that I've seen so far. It's a real historic town. Not really sure what their main GDP is, but pretty cool, right? So God, I really love this state, and there's a lot of character and charm involved in it. So we're actually exiting Hamlet now. I dropped a pin somewhere in Laurinburg to this old mill pond, so that's the way we're headed now. But it's so nice to come through some of these areas and uncover locations or sites that you may have never seen, or you would never have seen if you weren't to just randomly decide to explore. There's a bunch of defunct, rundown things. Carolina Brick and Stone in Hamlet. Good place to come and explore, right? It's really neat, and I'm sure there's a lot to offer. Just by going there and taking pics that you can keep forever, and therefore, share and hopefully bring someone along with you, at least through a picture journey. So yeah, we're going to the other spot. It's 21 miles and 23 minutes out. So it's in Laurinburg. It's not necessarily on the way home, making our way back towards the greater Fayetteville area, but it's not necessarily on the exact path. So I'm gonna take an alternate path home and see things that I never would have seen, which is pretty cool. The weather's held out so far, and it's just nice to kind of get out here and do these things. So and what a pleasant drive, So just driving to that mill pond, actually the creek that flows off of the mill pond, and just really enjoying these sights. Gosh, it's so nice. I mean, not sure, I'm sure it's not for everyone, but you really can't blame me for wanting to stay, or at least considering staying in North Carolina. It's God's country right here, My goodness. I'm glad I can share this with you guys. It's pretty epic. I'm about 1.3 miles from my destination, so I'm gonna go ahead and get off here, jam out to some tunes with my kid, and get back to you guys once I arrive there. So let's do it. Yee-yee! All right, so we're back in Fayetteville. Didn't catch anything, but did take part in something today that I'll never forget. But I'm at the Subaru dealership. So here's a Crosstrek. I'm looking at them right now. I mentioned them yesterday. So MSRP 31,264 for a Crosstrek. I'm looking for the trim. It doesn't say it, but not that I see it there. This is the Subaru Crosstrek Sport. So Crosstrek Sport. There's a little glimpse of the window sticker. Not sure how that's coming in. This one is automatic. See inside of it. If you want to get a little more detail, just YouTube it up. But yeah, it's a cool car. I like it. So the hard part is going to be not being in that, right? Full-size truck. It's big. It's imposing. People get out of my way. I kind of force my way through traffic as I see fit. So it's gonna be hard to get rid of that. You know, it's a good truck and it's been good to me. Yeah. So, but this is way more economical. That's what I'm looking for. What trim is this? Let me see. It looks way more based out. Doesn't have all the. Oh no, it doesn't look more based out. It's got nice red trim stitching. Standard equipment. I'm not sure where to find it. Subaru cross track. What? Back to the back. It's just a cross track without any crazy badging. Here are the Foresters, right? So let's look at the Forester. I'm not opposed to it. MSRP 37,714. Just nice green bronze-ish color. The Outbacks, I like the Outback, especially the Wilderness. I'll show you the Wilderness down at the end of the row in a second. So here's another Forester, pretty cool looking Wilderness, right? So it's a Forester Wilderness edition. Look at that bad boy. It's pretty neat. Let's see, 38,175. I'll probably surprise myself and drive off in a Forester. That thing's pretty sick, huh? And what's this one? It's all blacked out. Another Wilderness, just a darker color. And this one is 37,990 MSRP. So, and then here we have a row of Outbacks. They have a bunch of Outbacks here. And the Ascent. The Ascent's pretty nice. I like it. Bunch of Outbacks. And WRXs, right? So, there's the WRXs behind me. These are pretty cool cars. It's high on my list of possibilities, right? Let me see. 38,179. Not sure what trim this is, but at 38, it's probably one of the higher trims. Cool car, huh? Let me see. What about here? 31,793. Now you see, there you go. They're relatively inexpensive, right? So, excuse me. You look at the WRX, and then you look at the Crosstrek. Size is similar, right? But performance is totally different. Two different vehicles for two different, I guess, philosophies of use, right? So this one's 44. So this one's, it's got to be the for the GT, the highest trim model, or is the premium? I don't know. I sound like an idiot, I guess. Not knowing what the hell I'm talking about. It's not like obvious on the window sticker either. It's got an automatic transmission. So which one is that? Is it the GT? 44 stacks, goodness, right? And then you got 33, 436. So not sure what trim that is, but not sure how well that shows up. There's the Outback Wilderness right there. It's pretty nice. This one's a nice silver color at 33,304. It's a cool fucking car. This one's nice too. I've never owned a Subaru. Not opposed to it. So that's a pretty color. Let's see if we can get an idea what this color's called. This one's 33,489. Boom, boom, boom. I'm just looking for color. Exterior color is magnetite gray metallic. So it's a cool color. I like it. I like it a lot. It has the cloth seats. So there's one next to me. So, and then last we got a black one. No, we got a Legacy. No, what is this? Yep, it is a Legacy. $35,793 for the Legacy. Gosh, this is nice. Might get a Legacy, who knows? It's a good looking car. Very smart. I like it. But is it turbocharged? I don't know. Might be. I hope so. It'd be cool if it came with the same power plant as the WRX. Performance 2.5 liter dual overhead cam, Subaru boxer engine. Didn't say turbocharged though. $35,793. God, it's a nice car though. Goodness. I think about it. I really like the WRXs, right? 4-door sport sedan. Really cool car. Just line up right there. And I am at Cross Creek Subaru here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. They do a dealer markup or price adjustment, however they like to, whatever the term they like to use, but they do that, and the Subaru and Carry doesn't. So I'll just make the drive and save $1,500, $3,000, or whatever the markup is. That's a cool car, isn't it? So that's a really cool car. But my buddy had one as a loaner while his while his Outback was in the shop. $41,000 for this, and he didn't like it at all. He said the gas mileage was terrible, and a couple other things he complained about. That he was like, "Hey, I'm much happier with my with his Legacy." I'm gonna show you guys his later. I mean, it's just a white Legacy like this one right here behind me, but still a cool car. Might get WRX, guys. I don't know. They're super cool. I wish they turbocharged these Crosstreks, right? If these came with the same 2.5 or even 2.0 liter turbocharged boxer engine, that'd be awesome. But they don't. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure you can aftermarket it, but it's not the same. But this would be cool to have something you kind of camp in, sleep in, into my fishing trips. So, I don't know. Still a lot to consider. But hold on, I'm gonna turn this around. Look at this girl right here. Gosh, it's gonna be hard to get rid of her. Yeah. Had it since November 2019, right after my birthday, right after getting here to Fort Bragg, same month actually. So, actually, if anybody wants it, I'm asking, not sure what I'm asking, but I'm just asking what I owe on it. I can just pay off. Oh gosh, why are we so blurry? Yeah, whatever the payoff is, I'm not trying to make anything off of it. I mean, from a dealership, sure, but from a private buyer, I'll give you what I owe, or give me what I owe, and it's yours. So